Hey everybody, it's Bagel here, and I wanted to do a recap of this last week's CWL war. Week 7, we had Elephino versus Predominance, and it was a massive win for us. So I'm just going to recap a couple of these attacks here, really quick thing. So the first attack we're going to look at is Remy attacking this Town Hall 9, and he is actually bringing back an attack that we used to see quite commonly a little while ago. I was told it's actually called the baby back attack since it's baby dragons on the back end. But what he's going to do is he's going to set down his heroes here, and he's going to put healers on his queen and quad quake open an opening here. So he's going to quad quake in a place where he can hopefully get 3 of these air defense. And just using the king over here to funnel a little bit. There is a hound in the clan castle, so he's kind of distracting. But as the queen kind of moves in, he's going to be dropping these baby dragons all around the base to pick off the outer buildings. Because really the biggest, and I mean the biggest threat to any air troop is an air defense. And if he can avoid the air defenses with his baby dragons, then it's basically set. So the hound is going to come over here to the queen now. He's going to have to rage her up. Well, he doesn't really have to, but he's going to have to deal with the hound first while dropping his baby dragons around. So he's dropping the baby dragons on the side where the air defense are already down. Once he gets these other air defense down, he'll be dropping the other baby dragons. And I believe he's taking a hound in the clan castle to deal with the one air defense at the bottom 6 o'clock area here where he can't really reach that with his queen. So we're just going to watch as this develops a little bit more. It actually turned out to be a very close attack towards the end. But again, just exploiting the base where he can pick off kind of all the air defense. So it's developing a little bit more. Ooh, that black bomb up there taking out that one baby dragon. He's sending his hound in at the bottom here with a couple balloons behind it. And then just, again, the baby dragons to deal with the rest of it. There is one air defense up there that didn't manage to go down. His healers got picked off before the queen could really get to it. She had to beat through the king and clan castle, but he's sending a couple of baby dragons in directly up there because there's nothing in front of them. Does manage to hit another black bomb. This is the part where it's pretty close, but he does get the 3-star in the end. And I just thought it was an interesting attack. I like showing things that kind of aren't in the meta right now. It's not what we see attack after attack after attack. So very nicely done here from Remy using a different strategy to get this 3-star. There's a 3-star. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold right now, so if I sound a little bit dead or funky, maybe. So the next attack here is going to be by Savins. I actually did a video on him a little bit ago. He got a 9v9 12 pack in our recent NDL war. Again, just a very solid Town Hall 9 attacker here. So he is going to use the Drag Lalo strategy. So again, first he is setting down his heroes, a couple of baby dragons to do some funneling. But he does want to get to these 2 air defense here at the bottom. So he's brought a couple wall breakers so that his king can break in. Also, hopefully getting the defending queen. So the wall breakers break right there. Okay, not actually breaking the king in. I apologize. The queen should step in here and take out this air defense. King is moving up a little bit. He managed to take out a good chunk right there. Got some really good value for him. Queen just used her ability, took out the enemy queen. And it's not really that big of a deal if you take out the queen or not for these dragon attacks, just because dragons, they will target her when they eventually get to her, and they deal with her pretty easily. He did pull the hound out of the clan castle, but again, it's not a big deal. He's just going to pull that over to the side so that it doesn't mess with his dragons or waste their time as they try to beat through it. But with that massive chunk taken out of the 6 o'clock area, it means he can just send his dragons in, and they should stay together for the majority of this attack. He did also drop his Lalo portion, the very small Lalo portion at the top there at the 12 o'clock. So his hound and a couple loons on those 2 air defense up there. They take those out because, like we said in the last attack, the biggest threat to any air defense or any air troop are the air defense, and dragons especially because they move so slowly, they'll just take way too many hits from an air defense before they finally get to it. There's just a very clean attack right here. There's a couple Teslas on the back end, but with all these balloons, so many dragons left up, should not be a problem at all. And it is. And he even has a couple pups from the Hound that are in there still helping out the dragons. So very, very nice attack right here. Getting it down. He even has a rage for these last little bits. I'm not really a big advocate for swagging spells, so I'm glad he used it right there, and it actually was being used by the dragons and the balloons. So very nice attack right there. After this attack, we're going to move up to the 10v10s, and I know I've referenced him in a couple previous videos as Felici, because he is generally getting his 10v10s with dragons. This war, he got them with hogs. I'm not sure what we're going to call him. I heard somebody say faux dog or like faux hog. I can't really decide on what to call him now. We don't have any clever names with hogs and faux in them. But let's check out what what he's doing here. So he's using a couple troops to clear off some of the buildings at the top, set his queen down on the town hall, setting a couple golems to step up in front of her before she starts taking damage from any of the important buildings. She's getting hit by a mortar right now, but that's not really a big deal. Just a massive funnel created there with those troops that could kind of get those buildings for free. He's sending in 2 golems with a couple bowlers, the king and the queen, just jumping straight into the base, getting some good value right here. Managed to take out Inferno Tower, also going to get the queen, an expo, bomb tower up there. Just really, really good amount of stuff getting cleared from this kill squad. Already at 30% of the base down before he sends in his hogs, and he'll send them in just really good pathing for them to kind of move around the base again together. I really like it when your troops can stay together. They're less likely to get picked off by buildings when they are kind of moving in a big old group. So there's just that one the one Inferno Tower that got picked off by the queen. Actually, really, really good value from that kill squad. Raging his hogs, healing his hogs around. At this point, there's not much left of the base in terms of defenses. There's an archer tower and a mortar. So very, very nice attack right here. Just one of those attacks where it's just really good value on that kill squad. There's no way you should be able to fail an attack after getting that much. So very, very nice attack right here. The rest of this is just a little bit of cleanup. Yeah, very, I just keep saying very, very, very. My brain is really slow today, you guys. I cannot even explain to you how these words are not coming to my brain, but speeding up this cleanup right here. And then we'll take a look at the next 10v10, which was actually, again, by Felici himself, who, like we said, did not use dragons. But the 10v10 6-pack, anytime anyone gets a 10v10 6-pack, no matter how good they are at Town Hall 10, it is still a huge accomplishment. So again, using the hogs here, we'll see what he does. He's going to drop a couple troops at the top there, a golem, some wizards, to create this funnel. Using a couple hogs, I think he wants to get these defenses down a little bit quicker, and he can't quite get the buildings because the queen will target other buildings before these defenses. So he sends those in, looking to get an Inferno Tower with his queen. Started a couple bowlers down there at the bottom, making that funnel in there because he wants to join everything up and go into the base. There is a jump spell breaking in with some wall breakers up there. They do manage to break through. He drops his king and a jump spell a little bit further into the base. Going to take care of the defending king here. Setting a couple more bowlers in. The jump should get them to the defending queen, as well as that other Inferno Tower. Sorry that I said the queen was looking to get that Inferno Tower at the top. She wasn't actually, couldn't reach that. My bad. So going to send a hog up into the 12 o'clock Inferno Tower to activate a giant bomb before sending some more in. So another one, just very good value on the kill squad here. He's sending his hogs kind of in around. There's a couple wizard towers and a bomb tower in there that he doesn't want everything to be just be hit by. So sent them in a little bit spread out here, but they are going to join up because the funnel was set so well on the defenses. The pathing is just really good for them to be moving through the base together. Has one more heal spell that he drops right there on the Expo compartment and Island Expo compartment. Don't see those too often at Town Hall 10. I don't know that much about Town Hall 10 either. But very, just a nice attack here. These two 10v10s went a long way to helping us to secure this victory. It was a very, very close war at the end, you guys. It all came down to the last two attacks, and we had to both go 11v11. It was just insane. So we had two attacks going 11v11 at the last, 2 minutes. We just managed to secure it, though. It was very, very good war. All right, the last attack I'm going to show here is a 10v11. Again, you can see we struggled on the 11s there. We didn't clear the number 3, but being able to clear this one with some pretty good percent really helped us as well. So this is Bintang Sang Chong Pom Pom was my old Town Hall 10, but it is now in the hands of another guy in our clan. You may know him as Godson. He likes to think he's the greatest clasher out there. Don't let him fool you. He's he's standard. But he does pretty good attacks every now and then. So let's check out one of them. The attack was actually planned out by Rar and I. The plan was a very good plan. We just had a couple little mishaps during our attack. During his attack. So this is the cleanup of that. Started a queen walk along the top there because there's not too much damage. Only really needed to invest one rage in her. Besides that, she'll get a good amount of value with just her ability after. Just gonna have to pop that ability here. And then sending in a couple funneling troops at the bottom. A golem with a good amount of bowlers and the king to just clear out a bunch of trash. I'm gonna zap the sweeper on the backside. So usually you see people zap quaking air defense, but this time we decided to do the sweeper just because more value on a 10v11. The dragons really need to get into that town hall. But as you can see, Godson is a pleb, and his zaps were not maxed. So he didn't even quake. I'm so sorry. He didn't even quake the sweeper that he zapped. So it didn't go down, but still managed to get it. Again, if you see him anywhere in chats on Discord, please call him a pleb. But it is enough for him to kind of secure this town hall right here. There's a dragon on the town hall that manages to take it down. And then he gets really good percent, because do you see all these dragons on the bottom with absolutely nothing targeting them? There's just a couple wizard towers that they're going to come into, but besides that, there's nothing down there. So they're just going to run rampant on all of these buildings and get them all. Ridiculous. I'm so sorry I have a cold, you guys. I'm going to keep coughing in your ears. Sorry, headphones users. But very nice attack right here. Great plan. Good execution on this one. And that just is going to wrap up the war for us. So again, it was by far the biggest win we have had this season. And probably one of the closest wars we've had this season. Luckily, this one went in our favor. We've had a couple close wars that didn't go in our favor, but this one did. And it was just a great coming together of our clan to secure it. Again, Predominance is a very good clan, so lucky or glad we could secure that right there. Alright, so I'm going to finish up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.